been a while since I posted a video. I've had my hands full with work and a few side projects. I'm over the pneumonia, that's all gone. And a friend of mine gave me an offer I couldn't refuse on a truck. So I traded old Red in on the Beast I'll show you here in a minute. And I've been outfitting it so that I can take service calls and things like that. And without further ado, here's the new truck. So, 96 Ram 3500 with a turbo, and it's got all the old tools I had on the other truck. They're just a lot easier to reach. Fueling is easier. I've got the gas cap here for this. I've got the diesel for the truck. It goes in here. My leads are more accessible, and this is what I love the most right here. I'll back up so you can see it. I can reach all the controls from the ground. And then, kind of a work in progress, I just adapted the box that was on my truck that held all my other tools and my bottles, and there's a torch hanging around up there, my jack stands and stuff. Right now I'm in the process of making a receiver adapter to put the vise on the back. The goal is to eventually take and carve up this old service body here, and particularly the top toolboxes. They'll run full length of the truck, and possibly I'll trim these doors because the whole bottom's rotten anyway, to the bottom of this right here, so I can have a whole series of cabinets down each side as well. And to further the projects that are in process right now, I've got a pickup rack I'm building for someone else, and I figured since I was doing that, I would kind of beef up the one that's on the truck a little bit. Not to mention possibly build a slide out carriage for the generator, as there will be a toolbox on each side. I'll need to be able to get to it easier. My goal is to reach everything on the truck from the ground. I've been so busy, I've just been throwing stuff inside the door. My shop is a disaster. My garage door actually fell apart. I'm in the process of fixing that. I gotta fix my wire feeder. Something went haywire there. All in time, it'll all happen. As we make our way to the bench here, I've got another project going on. I do have to make one more rail for the gal who wants the railings. And this one's not on an existing porch, so I get to pour concrete around this railing. But there's kind of a goofy thing there. The task of concreting something in that needs to be powder coated. And I just as soon concrete it in for mock-up purposes and then be able to remove it. So what I've come up with is I've got these will be the feet for the actual legs of the railing. And underneath I've got a stainless plate. So I'm going to make a stainless post welded on here, and that part will get cemented in the ground. And then, of course, 30 some inches of square tubing will be welded here. So I can go dig my holes, concrete in my posts, level them up, and then start tacking the top and bottom rail in and all the pickets to make everything fit the way it's supposed to. And then after I get everything tacked up, or even completely welded, I'll just take these bolts out, take the railing to get powder coated, bring it back, set it in place and bolt it down, and I'm done. So that's one project I'm working on. Of course, here's the vise. This is a 2-inch tubing. Drill a pin, put it through. Then I've got this plate here. I've got the vise holes traced out on it. I'll get all the holes drilled, weld that together, and then I'll get the vise off the back of the truck. And then I'll have my nice vise for working on site. And I don't have to work in this stuffy, crammed full garage. It used to be bolted over there by that grinder. But I'll get working on that vise now. There's been a little bit of a change of plans here. That plate would have been a lot of drilling. So I found this other one in my scrap stuff, and it's already got 2 bolts welded to it. It's much thinner, and I don't have to drill 2 holes. So now all I got to do is kind of clean up this tube, punch that hole through for the pin, and then weld it on there. I've got it all tacked up. I'm going to run probably 4 stitch welds about 1.5 inches long or so in each end.